2 women are receiving houses in Matsila, Limpopo today, and at least 500 families from the area and surrounding villages are getting a helping hand. Their breadwinners are all unemployed women with disabilities. Let me take you to my colleague, Rofhiwa Madzena, who is following that story for us. So, Rofhiwa, I understand that it's actually close to the handover time for these houses. Why is this handover significant?
Well, Tulas, it is about to happen. 2 women are going to be receiving beautiful houses this afternoon. I must just say, I don't know what it's like in Johannesburg, but the weather here in Limpopo is warming up, a reflection of the warmness and the caring hearts in this particular community. And just to get back to your question, Tulas, let me just go into the ceremony here as it happens. Why this particular event is important is because it's not a government initiative. It is literally various stakeholders within the community and getting together to really build up and develop this particular community. So this is why it's such a significant event to us. And then earlier, as you mentioned before, we were at a different location where people were getting food parcels and basic cleaning necessities. So as you can see, the ribbon has been cut here. And as is tradition, when you are in the presence of royalty in the Venda culture, Tulas, you have to be thankful in this particular way. And there is Miss Tandim Dao receiving her house. And what's beautiful about this also, Tulas, is that this is a long-term project. These are the first 2 houses of many that's to come. So as she opens her door, I quickly just want to ask her, Botandi, Vasatu Jenan Dunyabo, I just want to ask you, Uri, Bakodipaha and Nivo Wanandu Damosi.
Ndiko dipa zwavhuḓi ndi khou livhuwa na vha the farm vho kona uri fha nnḓu dzo naka ngorali na vhana nda livhuwa na musanda vho Matsila.
So just a translation there, Tula. She's very thankful to the Farm Boutique Guest House as well as the Matsila Trust for giving her this opportunity. While she enters her house, Tula, so I've got another special guest that I'm very excited to talk to. She's Rofhiwa Madzena, and she's the top 10 finalist. There it is. She's getting into her house, Tula, and while she does that, while she enjoys her new home, I just want to talk to Shudu. Thank you for your time and congratulations, top 10 Miss SA finalists. You have grown up in this particular community. How do you feel about the developments that are happening here?
Having grown up in this community, it's a beautiful initiative. The work that the Farm Group and the Matsila Development Trust have done to uplift the community and to uplift women empowerment is beautiful, and to be part of this initiative is an honor. Yeah.
I have to ask you, if you win Miss SA 2020, what is going to be part of your agenda?
I think part of my agenda is just continuing the work that they've already started. There's a lot of work that's been done in terms to alleviate food insecurity, just as you've seen with the food parcels, the upliftment of communities, especially of women. So I'd like to continue with that and just basically carry on and take the baton from the work that they're already doing in the community.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time. Tulas, there's Miss SA finalist, Rofhiwa Madzena. And just to give you a little bit more context about this housing project that's just going to keep growing and growing, I spoke to Chief Rofhiwa Madzena earlier on, and this is what he had to say about this project.
We have seen that, most households here are headed by women who are breadwinners, and most of them don't work. So they try to earn some living and get their own funds and start to build houses. But halfway through building the houses become unfinished. So we've started a project which says that where people are beginning to build their houses, we help them to finish them off. In some cases, we build the houses from scratch using our own funds. We've seen that RDP houses are still needed, but they're not coming as steadily and as fast as we think we want. But the most important thing is that we are saying that our people deserve proper housing, good quality housing, more than what the RDP could offer. And we think that as society, we must start to look after our own people.
And Rofhiwa, I know that we can't see your smile behind that mask, but I can pick it up from your voice that it is quite heartwarming, right? I mean, it comes at a time when we are focusing so much on the struggles and tribulations of people in as far as life and income disruption is concerned, but also focusing on corruption and things, you know, inefficiencies. And from that province, we've been reporting about government procuring checks, really, and trying to justify why they cost so much. And so to see this initiative that is non-governmental, that shows what's possible when communities and civil society collaborate, and also throw in the mix there traditional leadership who, you know, in some instances, have not covered themselves in glory. Heartwarming story, isn't it?
Very heartwarming to us, and I'm glad you brought up the issue of corruption. Just here in Limpopo, over 200 million rand in PPE corruption is being investigated by the local government, and that is the big problem here, because you can see it's actually possible. If we didn't have issues of looting or corruption or fraud, many more South Africans would be as lucky or as deserving as Ms. Tandim Dow today, getting home, getting the basic necessities that many before us have fought for, to us. And that is the good story here, is that it is possible. And as you say, the traditional leadership getting involved, getting down and dirty with the community to make sure that everybody gets the basic needs, human rights, basic human rights here, to us. And this is why this is such a beautiful story.
All right, thank you for that, Rofhiwa Madzena in Matsila in Limpopo.